I'm David Wojcik with another MBOT TV Zoomcast. Our young life sciences talent are leaving for Boston, Germany, and other jurisdictions. The question is, why? Is it funding? Is it lack of opportunities? In this episode, we explore the growing talent gap in Canada's biomanufacturing sector and how one organization is helping prepare the next generation of industry-ready professionals. To help us with the discussion is Eugene Park. Eugene is the director of the Biomanufacturing Hub Network, BioHubNet for short, at the University of Toronto. It's leading an initiative to develop industry-ready talent for Canada's growing biomanufacturing and life sciences sector. And she joins us today. Welcome, Eugene.
Hi, David. Great to see you again. And thank you for inviting me to join the Zoomcast series. I'm happy to
Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming on and helping us understand. When I found out about your organization, I was just stunned at why there's even a need for your organization. I would just think that biosciences, biomanufacturing, they're just looking to snap up talent. But apparently there's a gap that's there. So first of all, help us understand, why is BioHubNet needed and why are you needed now?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And I would like to start by saying that Canada's biomanufacturing and life sciences sector is expanding quickly. But one of the biggest challenges that employers consistently mention to us is the shortage of the talent with the practical and industry-ready skills. So as you probably know, Canada has a strong academic training system. But many graduates don't really gain the exposure to, let's say, industry workflows and real-world environments during their academic training. So then when they just begin transitioning into the industry roles, this is the time when they often realize that companies are looking for people who can contribute quickly. And these are the people who understand not only the science, but also the industry processes like scale up beyond the academic bench that they're used to, and even simple tasks as how to work within project timelines in a fast-paced environment. And I would say that these are the skills that are not typically taught in the traditional academic setting, so which created this important gaps between the education that is provided at the academic institutions and the industry needs. So this was the primary reason why BioHubNet was funded and also created to help address these little gaps. And I can share a little bit more about BioHubNet on a high level. So as you introduced, we are the National Talent Development Initiative funded through the Canada Biomedical Research Fund. And our goal is to basically help who we call highly qualified personnel, or HQP, and how we define them are the graduate students, postdocs, research associates, and industry professionals to develop industry-aligned skills and competencies that can help them transition more smoothly into Canada's biomanufacturing workforce.
So I'm a PhD. I have my master's in science, my bachelor's in science, my master's in science. I'm a PhD a postdoc, and I've worked my entire life in the lab. I don't have any outside exposure. So what is it you're going to do for me? If you can give me just a couple of real life examples of what are you going to do with me to help me get ready to go work at some large pharmaceutical company?
So maybe this is a good time for me to share a little bit about our training programs that are geared to help people who have only had academic research experience and who are looking to build careers in the industry. So for example, one of our three main pillar program called Engage really focuses on skills development and training. So for that, we actually developed this curated, structured learning pathways that is designed to help help bridge that gap between academic training and industry ready skills. So these learning pathways are structured, I would say, competency-based training tracks that align with the key career areas in life sciences sector. So that includes biomanufacturing, quality assurance and quality control, research development, regulatory affairs, clinical development, and medical affairs. And many of these are not taught in the institutions, but we offer these learning pathways that are typically around, I would say, 30 to 40 hours of learning that are delivered through a combination of on-demand courses and the instructor-led hands-on trainings, as well as competency-based assessments. And what is important about these learning pathways that are actually developed in collaboration with multiple education and training partners, and also reviewed by our independent industry advisory committee, so that they ensure that our training actually reflect the key skills that employers are currently looking for. So this training program or the learning pathway would be a fantastic opportunity for trainees who are looking to put their first foot in the door in the industry roles.
Is it something along the lines of, so I've spent my life in a lab. I've only ever talked to other scientists, and I really don't have a lot of people skills. Do you teach soft skills like people skills, how to how to interact with people that are not PhDs and masters in science?
Actually, that's a really good point. We do have not part of the 7 curated learning pathways, but we are also developing multiple professional development courses that ranges from, how to network. We often go to a lot of conferences and meetings and sometimes just don't know what to do, how to interact with other professionals in different fields outside of just that research environment. So we are developing courses and we'll be offering to the trainees who are looking to build their soft skills around, talking to people in networking events, as well as we also find a lot of times trainees have a hard time applying to jobs and never getting any responses from the employers. And one of the reasons is because, for example, they prepare and send a 13-page CV instead of a 2-page resume that the industry has probably only has time to look through once, right? And as well as like the interview skill sets. Again, these are some of the important skill sets, soft skill sets that these trainees could definitely benefit as they try to transition out of the academia.
I think that's a really important point that you make, and certainly a valuable lesson to be learned by people that have maybe they've been in school for 15 years, 20 years, and now they need to go and apply for a job, and they've never had to apply for a job before. And now they need to sit in front of somebody, have people skills, introduce, interact, little small talk, as you say, with networking and those kinds of things. Eugen, I'm interested, we have about a minute left. What are the types of companies that you are looking to engage with? Is it, life science is a natural? Is it companies that are dealing in robots and cobots, types of companies like that?
I would say most of the life sciences and biotech companies, we're always looking for ways to collaborate and partner. And I would say, for example, one of the easiest ways for us to work together is by companies hosting industry interns. So we have our experience industry internship program that really provides that real world experience for our trainees. So under this industry internship programs, the companies can also benefit by working directly with trainees and identify their own future hires. And many of, I would say, employers see this as a low risk way to build their talent pipeline while giving these trainees really valuable real world experience. And BioHumNet is actually can also provide funding support to help companies hire interns. So, hopefully this makes it easier for organization to provide those internship opportunities, and in return bring in the highly skilled trainees for their workforce.
And for the people that want to get in touch with you and connect with you, what's the website? How do they find you?
Yes, so again, if I had more minutes, I probably could go down into additional details of all the great programs that we offer, not just for the trainees, but also the programs that could benefit the industry partners. So if you want to learn more about our programs and the details on how you can get engaged with us, you can follow us on LinkedIn company page at biohubnet, as well as our website is www.biohubnet.ca.
Well, thanks to our guest, Eugen Park, for giving us an update on BioHubNet. Listen, if you like this Zoomcast, give us a like. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and get notified of other great videos just like this one. To sign off from MBOT TV, this is David Wojcik wishing you continued success in your business.